You could. Yeah, facts.
Guys, scooch closer to each other. Thank you.
All right, welcome to All Right, That's Enough, episode 1. We're joined by the one, the only.
Nick Fisherman,
Thank you for joining us today.
thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm doing good, it's a nice day out. Happy to be the first guest on the All Right, That's Enough podcast.
How was UFC yesterday? Just briefly. Just like how was your experience?
My experience is pretty bad. I lost the most money I've ever lost on any sort of gambling. It was pretty disappointing. I have this quote that I thought of yesterday. When Jalen Turner lost, I died. When Alex Pereira lost, I was finished with UFC.
I got you. So, can you tell them the parlay that we made?
Yeah, so we made a parlay. It was, it was decent. It was looking good. Originally Curtis Blades was supposed to be in there, but stuff happened. So the parlay consisted of Alex Pereira, Justin Gaethje, Jalen Turner, and Ruffy.
Okay.
Seemed like a decent parlay at the time. Shot 50%, not bad.
2-2.
Two and two.
On the first AT Bros a lock parlay.
It was a lock. It really was. I thought a lot of factors, kind of determine the outcome of the parlay, but it's fine.
Got you. And then based on the segment, you'd have to run 2 miles. But you don't know about this. The only person who knows this is camera woman Mellis. I'm giving you a lifeline, so you don't have to run the 2 miles. But there's some trivia you have to do.
Okay.
I tried to choose something that I think you're interested in. I chose a combination of geography and footy.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm giving you 2 minutes. There's 19 countries where there's been only one Premier League player. So they've only produced one Premier League player.
Okay.
So for example,
What if they produce 0?
that's not the question. I think you know 5 of them, 5 countries / players. I think you know 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you 2 minutes. If you get 9, you have to get the country.
Okay.
So you don't have to necessarily know the player.
Okay.
Get the country.
Are you gonna give me continents or?
I'll help you out a little bit. You have unlimited guesses.
Okay.
2 minutes. There's one country. If you get it, the game is over.
Okay.
Cause I just don't think I'm thinking about. You want to phone a friend?
Let's start.
You want to start?
Let's start.
Okay, so you don't need no help.
I don't need help, but if I do, possibly phone a friend.
Phone a friend. All right, we'll see how it goes. All right.
Got one in mind.
A geography and footy expert. All right. Ready?
Ready.
Go ahead.
Ethiopia.
No.
Central Africa.
Yeah, I'll give it to Central African Republic as one.
South Africa.
No.
Can I get a continent?
Well, I mean, there's more than one continent.
Belarus.
No.
Latvia.
No.
Ukraine.
No. Zinchenko, Makalenko. Come on. Shevchenko.
Is it in Africa?
I would say it's a combination of Africa, Europe, Asia.
Mongolia.
No.
Taiwan.
No.
China.
No.
I'd like to phone a friend.
All right, we'll stop the clock. You have a minute, 10 seconds. You like to phone a friend?
I would like to phone a friend.
All right, who's going to be your friend?
Yo,
Yo, dude.
I need your help.
What?
Come.
Alright.
All right, so we have a friend. We have 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. She so far got 1 country You have a minute and 10 seconds.
Let's do 8.
8 more.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cuba.
Yes.
St. Kitts and Nevis.
Not on my list.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Not on my list.
Togo.
Not on my list.
Sao Tome Principe.
Not on my list.
Canada. Shout out the boy.
Andorra.
No. Manchester United. We play Man United. Plays for Inter now.
Oh, Armenia.
Yes. Tottenham player. Now plays in MLS.
Armenia.
African player plays in MLS now. Oh, yeah, he went from Tottenham to MLS.
Wanyama.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's 3.
Shit.
Leicester player. He big ass afro.
Tutory.
Yes. You know where he's from?
Fuck.
Oh wow, Bangladesh.
Oh, shit. Bangladesh. Iraq. Zidane Iqbal.
Iraq. Yes. We're at 6.
How much time left?
I'll give you like 30 more seconds.
Okay.
The last one I think you know he played for Barca and I plays for Leeds.
Oh my God, it's Firpo.
Yeah.
It's Firpo.
Dominican Republic.
I'll stop the time. Let me just count. Like there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'll give you.
Give us 15 seconds to get the last one.
You need 2 more.
Oh, I need 2 more?
1, 2,
I mean, if I don't get it, I'll run.
4, 5, 6, 7. I'll give you
2 minutes.
30 seconds to get 2 more.
Okay.
All right. And then you don't have to run. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Malta.
Yes.
Cyprus.
No.
Cyprus.
Cyprus.
No.
Suriname.
No. Think like. Oh, like tech support.
India.
Other one.
India.
Oh, I know it, but I'm not gonna say it because I want you to run.
10 seconds.
Bangladesh.
5.
Indonesia.
Oh, it wasn't Indonesia, but you got it. I was like Pakistan.
Indonesia. Who played from Indonesia?
It's not on my list. None of the players are not on my list, but it's on my phone.
Okay.
All right, you don't have to run. I felt bad. You lost a lot of money yesterday. You know, the only way up is here, but to help you out. To support you through your journey. AT takes care of his game.
Class.
Man of the match performance. A little help.
Come on.
Hold on. Pretty. I got it. Okay. Yeah. So you mentioned our picks. Yeah. I mean, I kind of just started like with the night, how the night went. All I really wrote down for the Rufy fight is that he made him smell his feet.
Yeah.
No, you thought it was a clean strike or no?
I did think it was a clean strike. I think when you get hit there, it's kind of like I think it's similar to, let's say Aaron the Plumber, for example, hit you.
Yeah.
It's you're just not surviving it. So like an assassin like that hits you, it's kind of similar.
So who's the assassin, Rufy or Aaron the Plumber?
Both of them.
Gotcha. And then that's all I really had for that fight. I mean, fight of the night, Amanda Lemos versus Lucindo. Like, I think without a doubt, fight of the night. They even had to ring the bell early because they were just beating each other up so much.
Yeah. I thought it was a great fight. I don't remember much, but it was just that good that I can't remember anything.
They had to ring the bell early.
Oh yeah. Oh, they started hugging with 10 seconds left.
And then we started talking about it yesterday with the other fisherman.
Yeah.
You started saying that you could beat up Zhang Weili. So how many days, months of training do you think you need to beat her? Like 6, 7?
I could bring her here right now. I could beat Zhang Weili.
So like right now.
Right now.
No, she's in the car. So how much training realistically?
Realistically, give me like a couple days.
Okay.
Of
Like 6, 7.
6, 7 days.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Gotcha. She's easy money.
Easy money. I just got to get her on her back. Just get on top of her and just start pounding away there. I think my strength and my accuracy will do the job.
Gotcha. All right, that's enough for that fight. I actually wrote down your quote, the quote that for next fight. You died with Turner, bro. This guy quit early, right?
Yeah, Turner, I mean, I think that's the highest I've ever been on a UFC fighter, and he ripped my heart out. And then he retires after the fight to add insult to
Confirmed?
injury. I seem pretty confirmed. Sometimes I feel like he could have just pointed at the TV at that point.
Just to say he's taking your money.
Just to say he's taking my money, because that was ridiculous.
It's okay. And then the next fight, Gaethje Fiziev. I'd say my main takeaway from this fight is my sources tell me that Fiziev was not allowed into Baku Palace in Brooklyn. Even though he did rent the venue for the after party, they didn't let him in. So that's just, I can't reveal my sources, but
Yeah, I mean, don't know much about Fiziev. Didn't really know who he was. He didn't really show me much. I don't think Gaethje's great either. But, you know, always a bar fight with Gaethje.
got you. And then Poatan versus Ankalaev. There's some shady stuff going on. I have a theory. I think it's Dana. I think Dana's pretending to be mad. I think Dana protecting John Jones' legacy. I think that he knew that he would give the rematch right away to Ankalaev Pereira. It protects Jones' legacy more. He doesn't really have any real losses on his resume besides the controversial ones. Whereas Pereira, this actually hurts his GOAT status. And Dana makes more money, gets a rematch, and then it's not really certain whether or not Pereira deserves a Jones fight, and then everybody wins in Dana's eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it was a difficult watch, you know. I kind of used the gambler's fallacy. I lost a lot of my money on Turner, went to the bank, put all my cash in the bank, put the rest on Pereira, and it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I think we all ended up tailing Pereira.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
It's alright, we gave
You can't win. I got words of wisdom. You can't win a fight with aura. The stare downs in between, it was just too much.
you think he got paid off?
Pereira?
Like maybe he doesn't really care about the GOAT status enough, or maybe the money was enough where
Stop training.
he didn't want to try
Yeah, I actually saw him a week prior. I saw him out clubbing and vacationing. So,
inside out.
I don't remember where it was.
Did you hear about this light heavyweight that Dana was talking about after? He was like he's gonna be on the Contender Series.
Who?
He's like 6'3", 225. Have you heard about him?
Never heard of him.
I mean, he's pretty good for I actually brought his picture today. I don't know if you saw him before. Where's this guy?
Ninja Turtle.
Show the camera.
Aaron the Plumber. This guy's a beast. Put this guy in the ring with anyone, I would back him.
How's this guy gonna do in the UFC, do you think?
In the UFC, I mean, he has that dog in him. I mean, the guy is he's a beast. I would not want to run into him. Just fade beast. He's him. He's just him.
I got you. And then before we move on to our next topic, I think the number one UFC matchup people want to know is Elsa versus Luna. I think that's the barbershop debate for the next decade.
I mean,
I'll let you go first. I'll let you have your say.
Luna's been sparring a lot. She's been sharpening her axe. So I think I'd have to take Luna in round 2.
In a 3-round fight or a 5-round?
5-round fight.
Okay. And how'd you say her cardio is getting along?
Her cardio's getting along good. She's a little overweight, but
What is she weighing in right now? What's she walking around at?
she's walking around at about 16.
16. Yeah. I mean, Elsa, you think she can match up with Elsa's speed? She's very elusive.
I think it would be similar to Ankalaev versus Pereira.
With
Luna would be Pereira. I mean, sorry,
Whoa,
Ankalaev.
whoa.
Luna would be Ankalaev.
Whoa.
Now, she has that ability to lay down on Elsa, but I don't think she's gonna.
So Elsa's the better fighter then.
Elsa could be the better fighter, but in a 5-round fight,
Honestly, I would say Elsa is more so. Elsa is low-key kind of like Ferrari, like, you know, she doesn't really attack first. She kind of just has her guard paw up, trying to aim for the hammer.
Elsa would fight like Pereira did yesterday.
Yeah, but it's all about the back
That's
too.
good news.
So you have Luna in round 2
Submission.
submission. Okay. Well, you have a specific type of submission or no?
Rear naked choke.
Gotcha. Well, that's enough for UFC. You know, moving on to NFL. You know, throughout our friendship, I've learned that you're like a big Daniel Jones fan.
Huge.
So I guess before we get into that, the most important question the NFL fans want to know is, where's Daniel Jones going?
I've been looking into this a lot because, you know, I care about the guy. He gave us some good years in New York. I thought he wasn't put in the best situation he could be. I think realistically he might end up in Indianapolis, but for his success, I would want him to end up in Kansas City.
As a starter.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Mahomes is washed. I mean, you might as well just put Jones in there.
If Jones has the skill set to be, you could put him in any team. If he has an O-line, I genuinely think he's on Mahomes' level, maybe a little worse.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely, one person I'll say, he's definitely better than Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jalen Hurts is bottom 25 in the league.
Got you. I mean, let's just stick with Daniel Jones for where do you want him to go?
I think a good situation for him.
The
Vikings.
The favorites right now to sign him are Jets, Steelers, Browns, Titans, Colts.
Don't want him to go to the Jets. Honestly, Steelers would be a good fit for him. He could run, he could throw, he's accurate, he's fast. He's got it all.
And where did the love start? Like 6-7 years ago?
The love started, I don't remember when it was, but
He got drafted
in the playoff game against the Vikings, you know, he had Isaiah Hodgins as his number 1 receiver. Shout out Darius Slayton, but he wasn't that great.
Because you know he's watching.
Yeah, shout out Darius Slayton.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just love the guy.
So Daniel Jones and the Steelers offense, Super Bowl champs.
I wouldn't go as far as Super Bowl champs, but I'd probably say they wouldn't have deemed the playoffs, maybe get bounced in a close game.
Gotcha. And, you know, we talked about the O-line. You would say the Giants need to revamp the O-line no matter what quarterback they take.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a good O-line, you can put me back there and I'll put in some pain. It's all about the O-line in this league.
So let's do just a blind resume. You know, there's this prospect coming up in the draft. You know, we have Andrew Thomas, one of the best offensive linemen. He's standing at 6'5", 350, 46 years old. He allowed 16 pressures last year, which was 74th in the league. You know, he had 0 hits allowed, 95th in the league. You know, 4th in sacks. But then this prospect, you know, a little shorter, 5 foot, and 480 pounds. But this prospect did allow 0 pressure, 0 hits, 0 sacks.
Okay.
And you know, I'll reveal who that prospect is. You know, is a bit on the heavier side. But I think it could revamp the Giants O-line. Thank the Moss. I do believe this is the solution to the Giants O-line.
I don't know. I saw shades of Evan Neal or Eric Flowers also in her. I think the amount of roles she has, she won't allow any pressure.
So then should the Giants use a first on her?
I'm between her and Will Campbell, honestly. But I would say her. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you. Apologies for technical difficulties. And if you could give like one all right, that's enough award. So that UFC 313, who would you give it to, or like for people maybe?
Um, I would give it to Bryce Mitchell. I saw his rat face there, outside the octagon. Bryce Mitchell is a piece of shit.
That. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, because I like Pereira. You know, Turner tried his best.
Yeah, I was gonna give my all right. That's enough to Brazilian woman fighters. You know, hugging it out. But I like that one too, Bryce Mitchell. And would you say sports are dead right now?
Yeah, I was talking about this with my buddy. I think so. I think UFC. I mean, you got all these wrestlers in there making these fights boring.
Are there too many Dagestani winners?
Way too many Dagestanis. I think there should be Trump should pass like a executive order. Get them out of the UFC.
Is March Madness gonna save March and sports?
It has the ability to, you know, St. John's, but NFL's kind of done. I'm not going to see it for a while. NBA's pretty good. I mean, Knicks are frauds, but it is what it is.
Gotcha. So that's enough with the sports. You know, you told me about this theory you have, regarding, kind of bringing sex offenders together into an apartment complex and, like, raising the rent. I really want to know, like, first of all, is it legal?
It's legal. Sex offenders are not protected from rent abuse, so you could pump it up. Nobody wants to live with them. You could put them all together. You could, you know, you could watch them. You could, you know, turn off the hot water here and there. It's honestly pretty good.
Got you. And where did this, like, where'd you come across this, like, idea? This $1 billion idea?
A buddy of mine, he actually does predator catching, and we were just talking about different ways to profit off of it, and that came across as an idea, and I thought it was a great idea. I looked into it, and yeah.
Got you. Interesting. So, again, another surprise for a guest. You know, it's a great idea, but there's a lot of challenges with that. So, with the help of definitely not AI, I created a game for you.
Okay.
So you're gonna play as a landlord right now.
Okay.
Depending on what you roll, the dice. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Let's do something. So, do you know the some of the, like, most populated areas of sex offenders?
Oh, I want to say Michigan is up there. Other than that, I'm not. Maybe probably California.
California is
San Francisco.
second. So here you go. Here's your dice. 6-sided dice. So here are the rules. You're starting with $500,000.
Okay.
I should need my pen. Excuse me. No. There we go. So you're starting with $500,000, and you have 0 stars. So it's kind of like GTA.
Okay.
The more stars you get, if you get 5 stars, the feds come.
Okay.
And I profit off it because I'm a Jewish lawyer.
Okay.
All right. So your first roll is going to be your location. Go ahead. So you rolled a 6. So you're going to be in Florida. So you're in high demand. Sex offenders are already relocating here. So you get an extra $100,000. But you get a star because stand your ground risks. A tenant might shoot someone. So right now you're at 600,000 with 1 star.
Okay.
So your second roll will be the first major tenant issue. Another 6.
Another 6.
Your property manager quits. So your fall guy quits. You have to pay. You have to fire. You have to get a new one.
Okay.
Are you going for another Jewish one?
Yeah.
Let's give you fall
Give
guy.
me another Jewish one.
You know, Jewish guys are expensive. That's another $50,000 you got to spend. So you're at 550 right now.
Okay.
No stars. So your third dice roll is going to be regarding raising your rent. You know, the whole idea you have regarding profiting off this $1 billion idea. So go ahead, you can roll. 2. So you raised your tenant's rent by 20%. but half your tenants stop paying. So
It's 10%.
so you gain 50,000, but you also lose 25,000 because of evictions.
Okay.
So you're at 525 right now. With 1 star.
What?
So the next one is a crisis occurs. Go ahead. 1, your building floods. Somebody's taking a shower too long. Thinking about minors. $75,000 down the drain. Unfortunately, what's not down the drain is the water from the shower.
So it's been a jerk poop.
You're at $450,000. So right now you're at $450,000, kind of low risk. Making a little bit of profit.
Okay.
Actually, no, you didn't make any profit. Lost some money.
I lost a little.
So the grand finale. Go ahead.
Yeah.
5. You sell the business to an even worse landlord, so you make another $250,000. But then you have to do your second roll.
Oh.
2, the new landlord gets arrested. So,
Does it come back to me? Property?
You do, but you get released within 10 years.
Turn a good profit.
How do you feel?
I thought it.
Hey, what did you say? That's pretty realistic to how it would go. What would you do? What would you do different?
I think I would kind of turn it into a kind of like a rehabilitation home as well. You know, maybe play some Mr. Beast games, see who gets lower rent, just stuff like that.
You don't think that'll cause chaos?
It will cause chaos, but I mean, those guys that are in there, they are chaos, you know? Yeah.
Gosh, and you think this would make a good Netflix documentary after you get arrested?
I do. I don't know who I would hire as the plumber.
For what scenario? For the building?
I might know a guy. Yeah, for the building. You need a plumber. He can stand his ground. He stands on business, and he's qualified.
Is he also 6'3" and 225?
60, 225, loving.
He loves to catch a fade.
Loves to catch a fade. Give me Aaron the plumber as my plumber.
Some say they've never seen him and Joaquin Buckley in the same room.
I think he gives Joaquin Buckley a tough time.
Thank you for your time, Nicholas. How would you say your time on All Right, That's Enough episode 1 was?
Amazing. I had a great time. I really enjoyed myself. Give it up for the host.
And you didn't have to run.
I'm really happy about that.
That was good, and you got some Funyuns.
I did get some Funyuns.
Well, you'll be on the show more often. There's some segments I have planned in the works. But yeah, thank you for your time. All right, that's enough. All right, welcome back to All Right, That's Enough. Second part of our episode. We're going to do a review of Mickey 17, the new film that came out with Mr. Batman himself. We're joined today by our lovely camera woman, editor,
graphic designer,
co-investor of ATE. First off, how have you been treated at the corporation?
the benefits are 50-50.
All right, it's enough.
I get bossed around a lot, and it's very dehumanizing sometimes.
Make sure you don't have to speak up.
But but no, it's such a great experience. I love it.
Awesome, and you have a great co-CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then before we get into the movie, do you think you could give us a statement on Fenerbahce crashing out of the Europa League on penalties? I know you're very sad about that.
I have nothing to say.
That says a lot. All right, so we'll get into the movie. First off,
what were you like really expecting from this movie? Like, I don't know, when I first saw a brief trailer of it, I thought it would be more so kind of related to a person doing missions that would actually help the world. I just thought he had like clones of himself or he was gonna have clones of Mickey that would just contribute to society in the sense of like he's gonna just like do separate things, separate missions, and then the different Mickeys are just gonna help save a universe. I don't know. What are your expectations? I didn't really watch that many trailers.
I just thought like I don't know. I kind of thought like the same thing as you. I just thought that it was gonna be more like action based, I guess, and like yes, less yapping.
Yeah, a lot of yapping.
There was a lot of yapping going on.
So because Melis fell asleep during the movie, I'm gonna have to give her a quick recap because I think she missed like 50% of it. And the purpose of this is also like, you don't need to go watch the movie. You can just listen to the recap on AT. I feel like we'll give you in-depth analysis. Don't watch this movie.
Do not watch this movie.
And at the end, we'll give you a rating. So it pretty much starts off with this guy, Mickey and Timo, they have a failed business, and they, instead of paying off their debt to someone who they took a loan from, they decide to join this agency where Mickey's gonna allow the agency like to reprint copies of him every time he dies, and you know. And at this point, like we're watching the movie, and I'm like, uh, okay, they're gonna reprint him, and he's gonna do missions that actually contribute to society. Like he's gonna maybe go kill like terrorist organizations. He's gonna kill, I don't know, like something with actual harm to society. But no, like
yeah, like I thought it was gonna be like more action based, and he was gonna be like, I don't know, like fucking protecting people, like.
Yeah, and then basically when first they don't start at the 17th Mickey. They kind of tell the story of how he got the 17th Mickey, and then you know, it was all this like this love story, and
Him and Nasha.
yeah, he falls in love with his agent, and whatever, it gets to that point, and then and then it cuts back to where the movie started, where he like falls down like a cliff, and then like these like ugly little creatures.
They look like okay. You know what they look like? They look like big ass walruses mixed in with that ugly ass thing from Stranger Things.
I watch Stranger Things.
Okay, I'll put a picture up for our viewers.
Clip it up, Jamie. Clip it up.
Who?
Jamie.
Okay.
It's Joe Rogan's like guy. He tells him to pull it up during his podcast.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
It happens. Don't let it happen again. So when in the midst of this mission that they thought he died because even Timo leaves him, he says, "All right, we'll see you later because like you're gonna die right now," and then those like creepers will like eat you. They already reprinted the 18th Mickey because they thought Mickey 17 was dead. And then this is where the wokeness starts happening. So Mickey 18 gets printed, and then
they're in multiples now.
Yeah, so
that was like a big thing.
Yeah, it was a big thing that because it's illegal to have more than one of a clone. More than one clone.
More than one clone, multiple.
So first, Mickey 18 tries to like kill Mickey 17, and they have this whole beef, and then Mickey 18 ends up with Nasha, even though
technically, like
she's not cheating on him.
No, but they're very different, like versions of Mickey. Mickey 17's like a little baby wimp.
Yeah.
And then Mickey 18's like Alpha and Beta. Do you know about that?
Never heard of it. And then like, there's a scene where like they're all in bed together, and then all I was thinking about is like, uh, holy hotel chair moment.
When? Sorry, I zoned out.
When there's a scene where Mickey 17, Mickey 18, and Nosh are all in bed together,
Oh yeah, and it's like the two of them, and then Nosh is in the middle,
and I was
and
like,
then
no, wait, not until I'm saying, you understand the hotel chair?
yeah, yes.
So, which I think she was trying to mac up on 17, and then 18 is just like on the side.
Wasn't he like?
He's getting some action too,
Yeah.
but like still, it was just like, uh, oh, and I guess that girl Kai comes in.
Cause Kai likes Mickey 17.
Kai does like Mickey 17, but she doesn't know about 18. Kai comes in. She basically kind of offers a deal like, okay, you have 18, I have 17.
Yeah.
And then first I thought it was gonna be like, did you see like those like the Zendaya tennis movie?
Yeah.
I thought that's what the movie's about to be about. Like when
Yeah, but the friend, the two guys ends up being together.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
Wait, don't quote me on that.
That's true.
No, wait, don't quote me on that.
I thought they both wanted her.
They do both want her,
But
but
they-
then
they-
but they also get together. Like the guys also get together. That's different. That's like two Mickeys macking up against each other.
And then I thought they were gonna make the whole movie about how
Wait,
like,
I might be wrong about the tennis movie.
it's fine. AT doesn't fact check. T doesn't fact check. And then I thought they were gonna make the whole movie about the rest of the movie about just the two girls, two guys, like the whole.
Kind of like turn it into like a romance thing.
Yeah, and it was just
I just didn't like. You know when like when you're watching a movie, you kind of like know where it's gonna go.
no, no, I don't. Yes, sometimes I do. Okay.
This
No, finish your point.
this movie just made no sense.
I just don't.
I didn't even care to watch it.
Yeah, you're a little occupied.
No.
It's okay. You're not committed to AT movie reviews. It's fine. But
Whoa.
we'll bounce back to
Whoa.
we'll bounce back to the next one.
Whoa.
Then they have the whole thing with Mark Ruffalo playing
Okay.
we need to talk about this.
Yeah. This is what I had to research.
Okay.
I wanted to look up if Mark Ruffalo's character, what was it? Something Marshall?
Kenneth Marshall.
Kenneth Marshall was supposed to like
Be-
represent Trump.
Okay.
So I don't think I looked it up, and it says it's not like officially supposed to, like, you know what I mean? Like they didn't do it to kind of like officially do it, but Mickey 17 is political. It kind of,
I mean,
yeah, that's like that makes sense. Like they're trying to sit there and like represent like capitalism, like all this shit.
mm-hmm.
But like, I do think that like Mark Ruffalo was very heavily like
I think it was like
mimicking.
It was like 80% Trump, 10% like Biden when he would like forget things. They'd be like, "Oh, what's that? What's that?" And then the Trump, like, it was almost like, I feel like if you're gonna go full Trump, you might as well just have used Trump at that point, or like, I don't know.
You know what I think? I just think that it like. I was also thinking that like I just feel like the movie's not that original. Like I feel like a plot like this of some sort has been done before, so I'm like, it's nothing that I'm like, whoa, this is cool.
Also,
then,
isn't it supposed to be in 2054? Like, I'm pretty sure it's
I don't even know. Like it is in the future, but then also like.
Yeah, it's set
It's
in
a 20.
It's set in 2020. I mean, set in 2054, but they have like no references to like anything, and I don't know.
I just think it makes no sense because like also it's kind of like again like it's not original. Same thing with I don't like when characters like sit there and like mimic other people or mimic people in real life.
See
I
what else
just
I
think
writ-
it's like
see what else I written down.
I could watch that on TikTok.
All right. There's a lot of
I have one thing to say. I did not like Robert what's his name?
Pattinson.
Pattinson. I did not like his acting.
Why he had like a southern accent? Wait, did you understand the part where like his mom, like, why
Yeah, like he killed his mom.
pressed the red button?
Yeah.
Shout out Drake. Red button. It's okay. Not everybody's cultured. I didn't say you weren't. Anyway, Robert Pattinson. What would you give him out of 10 on this performance?
I hated it.
Yeah, like
I thought it was so bad. First of all, he could not stick to the accent.
it sounded like Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Why is he trying to sound like what's like a nice way of saying like? He's just trying to like dumb himself down.
I think he's just trying to sound less intelligent.
Yes, and like I don't understand like. It never really explains why. Like why is he like less intelligent? We don't know. Does it even say where he's from?
No, I don't. If you don't know, I don't know.
I feel like I like Mickey 18 more honestly because he's just trying to.
Mickey 18, in a sense, like he was more stern. Like he knew what he wanted. He had a deeper voice. Like
Man, that's weird. Also, like why was Mickey 18 like?
I thought it's supposed to be like because it's like the whole thing of like they have like kind of like the data box box.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when they're reprinting him out, like all his memories and everything stay the same.
But why did the character traits shift?
Maybe because it is multiples.
Maybe.
Oh, and then there was that whole story of like the original multiple who like, or like the multiple who like abused it. He would kill like homeless people.
Oh yeah, and he made 3.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, his name was Alan.
What?
His name was Alan.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
Wait, deadass.
Yes.
Oh.
His name was Alan. And okay, shout out Timo, Beef, Legend.
Yes, and The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. It was actually there's a lot of Tottenham references.
In what? In Beef or
in this movie?
in this movie?
Yeah. So Timo was named after Timo Werner.
Okay.
His race for Tottenham. It's even confirmed in the
They confirmed it
in the interview with the director. And also, Timo or Werner means like con man in German. So Timo means con man.
So okay.
So and then Mickey Van de Ven. And then there's the pigeon.
Yeah.
The pigeon in the movie is Richarlison.
Yes.
And I think there's other references as well. And then I read somewhere also that like, it's 17 because he likes Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh.
So.
The director. So.
Yeah. All right. So Robert Pattinson.
He's done better. He could do better, but also I haven't watched like a crazy amount of films with him in it.
But he was good in the Batman.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Twilight.
Fuck Twilight. I didn't watch that shit. I'm sorry.
I liked Kai.
I know you liked Kai. I know you liked Kai.
Who is Kai in 17?
I don't think it's written like that.
Oh! Kai Katz.
She's gay.
Alright, how likely are you to rewatch this movie from 1 to 10?
0.
0.
I would not watch it again, nor would I recommend it to anyone.
Let's give it a 1.
Okay, 1.
So rewatchability. Decimals are okay. So we'll just go with 1. Let's do. How likely are you to recommend this to a friend to watch?
1.
1. Did you like the CGI?
It wasn't that bad.
This movie just didn't make
I
sense.
just found everything so unnecessary. You want to know my review? Here's my review. Stupid, hated it, expected better.
What are some positives? Um, I
Is there a message?
I guess not the clone. Well,
No,
the
message for like real world. Like,
yeah, the dangers of cloning. Dangers of cloning. It doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere. I mean, are we getting anywhere close to that? I don't know. And I feel like also like there was no like real world impact this movie. It's like, oh, to save the world. Like,
yeah.
well, I don't even understand what's gonna happen. Even if they bluffed, no, the creepers said they bluffed.
Yeah.
So basically, the creepers just
The
like
creepers were like, because he's asking him, he's like, oh, what actually, like, would it actually have exploded our eyes out and our brains? And it just goes, explode. And the baby comes, nothing happens.
little Stitch. um, I I would say positive. I'm joking.
Now I have to kill her.
Positives. I actually like can't find.
I can't think
I
of
would say
any
Kai,
positive.
Timo. I like Timo, even though he tried to kill Mickey.
Yeah.
That's really it. Like I would not watch this movie again. I wouldn't even.
I would not
I wouldn't
watch
even. I
it.
would not even recommend it. I'm giving it a. All right, I have my number. That sounds okay.
I don't need a decimal.
All right,
I just know you wrote some like whack ass number right now.
right. What's your number?
1 out of 10.
1.3 out of 10.
Right.
This movie's bad.
It is bad.
Real bad.
Real bad. So bad.
Any other things we can cover in this movie?
No, the popcorn was good. In the DC, but
What about your nap?
oh, my nap was great.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. If you want to take a nap during a movie and not care about what happens in the plot or not miss anything, go watch a movie.
So 10 out of 10 for
10 out of 10 for
napping.
Napping background noise. Because it's not like anything interesting's happening. Okay. It's not like anything interesting's happening that like you want to like pick your head up.
Nobody dies.
That one girl died.
Who?
With
Oh.
the ice.
Who cares? Like there's no death that like affects anybody. I mean, that girl does, but like she was not.
Yeah, I guess. No one good dies.
So it's not like, oh, I can't believe he died.
So like no.
No one dies to affect the plot in a sense of like I feel like the people in the movie theater. But would you want to watch Parasite? Like I think I want an Oscar. The same director, but I think it's in South Korean.
Maybe what? Wait, what?
It's in Korean.
Oh, maybe? I don't even know what it's about though.
I don't know either.
Yeah, maybe. I would watch Parasite, I would watch Anora.
I want to watch Anora, but we want to revise the Oscars a little bit. Like I was talking to a family friend, and he said he turned it off after 30 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, 1 out of 10, 1.3 out of 10. Next time we'll be like a little bit more structured with the rating scale.
I think if the movie's better, it would be better structured. I think this was just so ass that you can't even structure it into like a category.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of like that it was like a little bit all over the place when we were reviewing it. It's more real that way.
Yeah.
Like, we're not film experts. I mean, I am, but
Show.
but yeah, I mean, would not recommend it. You know, you don't really need to go watch the movie.
You'll live. The world will keep spinning.
Yeah, so I think next movie we'll review is on Underwater, hopefully.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your time. How was your time on the AT
It
podcast?
was great.
In front of the camera.
Thank you so much for having me.
Always a pleasure. Peace.
All right, so part of the podcast is exposing the frauds in American sports media. The Ringer, which I do like. Owned by Bill Simmons, Mr. HBO. They did 100 sports for the past 25 years for the quarter century. Going through it right now, and I realized, and me and Alan realized that not enough footy was mentioned. Too many woke moments. They had Abby Wambach's equalizing header as 16th, and we thought it'd be a good idea to first reorganize these Mickey Mouse moments that they had, and then also kind of add some more moments that we thought of on our own as well.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna just read off the ones that they mentioned first of all, and then me and Alan are gonna work our way up from the top to reorganize this. So 97th, they had the European Super League for some reason.
That,
That never happened. 94th, the breathtaking, the fascinating Carly Lloyd's hat trick in World Cup final. They didn't even mention which World Cup final.
I have no idea I'm not,
This was my first disappointment with this list. 80th, they had Germany Brazil 7-1. 80th. Then 67th, they had Liverpool 3-0 comeback versus AC Milan. Respect for the ball notch. Surprised they even know what that was. Then after that, they had the Zidane headbutt at 48th. Americans love stuff like that. Then 37th, Aguero game winner versus QPR. Then 32nd, they had Leicester winning league. Then these next two moments, I think these are Alan's favorites. They had They just had Landon Donovan goal. Okay, and then they had, I think, Alan's. I think if it was Ankara Messi right here, Rooney bicycle kick, and then Ambi Wambach's equalizing header versus Brazil, I think it breaks the scale for Alan. They had that 16th all time in the top 100 moments, and then 8th, but the number one soccer moment or footy moment for this list was Messi World Cup.
you missed Leicester.
I said Leicester, no?
Oh, you
I said,
did?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was 32nd.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll work our way from the bottom up. So
Okay. From the
so
worst to the best.
yeah, so we'll go one by one.
Okay.
All right, in 10th of Ambi Wambach.
Really?
Yeah.
I have the Super League.
Okay.
So I have Super League last just because it never happened. So I don't even know why it's on the list of moments. I think it's a ridiculous thing to put on the list for a moment that was like something proposed that didn't happen. That didn't happen because the fans of the sport didn't want it to happen. I think it's insane.
The amount of strays Tottenham were getting for being in the Super League was ridiculous.
I think it's absolutely insane to put this on the list. This was something that was talked about for 2 weeks of maybe actually happening, and then there was huge outrage against it, and it never happened. So I
All right.
can explain that.
What'd you have ninth? Go ahead.
I have the Abby Wambach header.
All right, ninth I had Landon Donovan. I think it's the Algeria one.
Yes, to qualify them for semis or quarterfinal. I think it was round 16 against Algeria in the World Cup.
Eighth I had Carly Lloyd hat trick. I think it's versus Japan.
Eighth I have Landon Donovan goal. I think the Carly Lloyd hat trick. I agree with you. I think the Carly Lloyd hat trick in the World Cup final is way better than the Landon Donovan goal and the Abby Wambach header.
Mbappe, Pele, Carly Lloyd.
True.
How do you make the rules? Seventh. What do you have seventh?
Seventh I have the Zidane headbutt.
I have the Super League.
I think the Zidane headbutt is Wait, what? I don't think we're on the same. We've done the same amount.
I have Abby Wambach 10th. I have Landon Donovan 9th.
Okay.
Carly Lloyd 8th.
Okay.
You had Super League.
Abby Wambach, Landon Donovan, Carly Lloyd. So you say you're fourth,
I just did.
bottom. What is it? The Super League, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so we have the same bottom four basically, just different order a little bit.
No, you have the Zidane seventh.
No, that's fifth from the bottom. So what's your fifth from the bottom?
So that would be what, number 6?
Yeah.
The Liverpool comeback.
Yeah. I think like an individual headbutt moment isn't uh as much of a sports moment as like a big team victory
But
or something that happened. And I think that I mean it's legendary because he was one of the best players of the generation and he retired after. But I mean they lost the game without him in penalties. He got sent off. Like it's pretty great moment in terms of a legacy, but not great for him or for France. I think it was embarrassing in the world stage. I think part of being a footballer is having like respect for your teammates and respect for your team. And even if like what allegedly Materazzi said to Zidane is true, Zidane can't react like that because he messed up their whole country and his chances like they probably would have won the World Cup.
and then this is the last thing he saw.
No, I don't think it's as great as people say. Like right?
No,
'Cause
I don't think they mean great. I think they mean.
he
I think
let
it's more
them.
so like shock factor as well.
Yeah, I still think it goes in that place.
Or I mean, I'm surprised. I feel like there was other Champions League finals they could have picked. I mean, we can go.
100%.
But
Goals as well.
like, I mean, Liverpool, AC Milan, obviously like legendary because of the comeback, and the team that AC Milan had. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like there are better moments. So fifth I had the Zidane,
Yeah.
and would you have fifth?
Liverpool comeback.
Okay, so we're kind of similar
Yeah.
page. And then fourth, what did you have?
Germany, Brazil 7-1.
Okay, I had Leicester. I actually originally had Leicester sixth because I was salty because of the Spurs ties. But I think just kind of just like watching Maras recently, I just like realized how good this team was, and but I feel like why it's not top three. I feel like a lot of the other prime teams during this year were also pretty bad. You have Mickey Mouse teams like Arsenal finishing second. Um,
Yeah. I
which is why
think
go ahead, go ahead.
I think Germany, Brazil 7-1. I think something that doesn't make them higher in the list is the fact that Neymar didn't play.
Yeah,
Um who like was the best player on that team by far and one of the best players in the world at the moment. And that is like a big reason why I can't really judge that so heavily. Like it was a shock factor, but like their best player wasn't playing. So yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
I had a third. Um, if he did play and they won 7-1 and they lost 7-1, like that would
that would
probably
be
add.
higher. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, I guess our last two are the same.
Third, I had Aguero.
Third you had Aguero, or second?
Third.
Third you had Aguero. I had Brazil 7-1 third.
I think Aguero moment is spectacular. One of the best moments in Premier League history. Last minute winner. It's a really great moment. But I think the two that I have above it are better.
I need to see what they had uh ahead of this. Just they had. I'm just looking at the 36, 35th. This is actually ridiculous. Steve Gleason blocks the punt at 36th.
Oh.
No, let me keep reading. Ready? 35th. Gordon Hayward's prayer rims out versus Duke. I remember this, but you're telling me it's a half court buzzer. Basically Gordon Hayward, they were playing Duke in the NCAA final, and he shoots like a half court shot and it almost goes in. So they're saying that's better than Aguero. Winning the league on the last second. 34th. Appalachian State beats Michigan. Not it doesn't even say what sport. Uh, and then 33rd Minneapolis Miracle, the when Stephon Diggs, whatever. American Tax, they can have that one. But come on, Aguero winning.
Yeah, no. Like that's one of the best moments in Premier League history. It could be arguably one of the like actually the best.
Oh, they had Landon Donovan goal 14 spots ahead of it.
Yeah, that's insane. All right, what do you have number two?
I'm retired Aguero.
Number two, I had a Messi World Cup.
Am I missing something? Oh wait, you had Leicester first. Wait, how can you have Leicester over Messi?
I think
How?
it's the story. 5,000 to 1 odds. They were in the championship, then were in 16th, and then won the league. That is the greatest moment in history, in sports wise, for me. I think
I think the 5,000 to 1 odds,
once in
100%.
a lifetime, they went from literally they were in second division, 16th the season after, and then won the Premier League.
I have to share
Like
my screen.
that's like, do you understand? That's like, oh my, that literally that's so chilling. They're gonna show the Abby Wambach goal.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Either a good header at least.
Jimmy Fallon, State Farm. All right, this is the first time I'm ever watching this. No, it's 3 minutes long. No way. No. The greatest women's World Cup goal. Okay. I don't. Can they run a little slower? I think they're trying too hard.
Megan Rapinoe. Open net, a header.
Bro, Carly Lloyd has better goals than this.
Bro, that's shit. She had an open net. There was no goalie in the net.
I think I'm giving this.
Ridiculous.
I'm giving this an all right. That's enough award. Because this is just
Cucurella scored a better goal this weekend.
that was their second. They're saying over the last 25 years, this is the second best footy moment.
That's crazy.
Okay, so okay,
I have so many that are like,
all right. We'll get to that in a second. Okay. I don't know. I feel like Messi World Cup. I feel like no. You can you know what? I'm willing to debate. Messi World Cup. I feel a global impact. The story, the comeback after losing in 2014, the the GOAT status on the line. Like this could have been his last one. He probably will play next year. I feel like they were not as underdogs. I'm stuttering too much. I would argue Leicester bigger underdogs. I feel like the game.
Leicester are bigger underdogs in the Premier League than Argentina for a World Cup.
I mean, who was the bigger underdog? Argentina. I mean, was Argentina underdogs against France?
Bro, I don't think so. Going into the game, like, I don't think so.
Okay, but I just think global impact, personal impact. I think for you, personal impact, Messi.
So I'll tell you my opinion on that. First of all, no matter what happened in this World Cup, Messi would be the goal anyways.
Not in everybody's eyes. I agree with you. But I think
I think like it doesn't really. I mean, sure, okay, he won a World Cup. Like that is the last thing he needed to secure GOAT for everyone. But like, okay, so what? Like realistically, everyone who knows about football is gonna say Messi's the GOAT with or without that World Cup. He already cemented that before that happened. Argentina had arguably the best team in the tournament. Maybe only France had a better team, and they played each other in the final. They ended up winning on penalties.
England.
I don't know. England are chokers, bro. And I don't know. I just like honestly going into the World Cup, Argentina, I think we're like either number 1 or number 2 favorites to win. And pretty much everyone, like I bought my Messi Argentina jersey before the World Cup.
Embrace debate. Losing to Saudi Arabia first game. Every single win was a must game after that. Embrace the bait. Embrace the
Okay,
bait.
so what? They lost to Saudi Arabia first game. It was literally fraudulent.
Embrace
Who did they play their next two games? Look at the teams that they played. Let's see. Let's pull.
Poland. They beat Poland. They beat Mexico.
Okay, two fraud teams.
Then they beat
Mexico and Poland are both not at the same level as
and
the
he
U-
missed the penalty against Poland and still won.
Okay, and then they played Australia in the first round.
Then they
Then
played
they played the Netherlands. And then who did they play?
Croatia.
Yeah, so Loki and Mickey Mouse run.
The guy with the takes. You know, I respect it. 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 All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Buck for buck. I'll say one. You say one. Moments that were not on this list
Okay,
that are bigger.
okay.
All right, I'm gonna go. Let's go. All right, we'll start. Not so crazy. All right, CR7 bike versus Juventus.
I didn't even put that on my list. I thought of that right away, but I was like, that. Yeah, that's definitely better than the other.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, go. One. Go ahead.
I have so many. I don't even know which one to pick. All right, let's go with. All right, if we're going with solo moments, first to start and goals, Ramos 94th minute Champions League final header.
Very good. I love it. I love it. I have another Champions League header. You know it? You know it.
Drogba. That's on my list.
That's on my list too.
Okay, Messi goal versus Getafe.
Oh, 100%. Messi goal versus Liverpool.
Yes, definitely. Wigan FA Cup.
Dini. How is the whole Leicester thing doesn't happen without Dini?
I don't know. Porto Champions League.
Just David Luiz's free kick versus Colombia in the World Cup final. I'm not World Cup in the World Cup.
Bro, Mbappe World Cup hat trick.
Hames's goal in the World Cup.
Yes.
2014.
Man City Centurions.
Mario Götze World Cup final winning goal.
Neymar world record transfer.
Barca collapses versus Roma and Liverpool.
Barca 6-1 comeback versus PSG.
Oh, well, that's a really good one. You know, I have two Arsenal ones. One, Olivier Giroud scorpion kick. And bro, I mean, you know, I'm not a fan of this one, but bro, like the Invincibles.
I have the Invincibles on my list. And also United 8-2 versus Arsenal.
It's on track with United. Wayne Rooney's bicycle kick.
Adebayor versus Arsenal.
And then I had Ronaldo Portsmouth free kick.
Bro, Barcelona sextuple, Bayern sextuple, and Inter treble.
The Hazard goal versus Spurs to win left to the league.
Ronaldo 3-0 versus Atletico.
Let's see what else. You know which USA soccer moment they should have put? I want to actually pull it up. I think it's this one. Which USA moment do you think I'm gonna pull up right now?
Which USA moment? Let me think.
This is one of my favorite ones.
Tim Howard saves Belgium.
It's the record, no? 16.
Yeah.
All right, this one.
The Jermaine Jones goal, yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, I've seen it. I remember this.
Bro, this is better than any
The Giovanni Van Bronckhorst goal in the World Cup. You know which one I'm talking about? Search it up.
All right, 1 second. I don't want to.
Netherlands versus Uruguay.
I don't want to. Yes. Yes, the curve one. Okay.
Yeah.
Iniesta goal in the World Cup final.
David Beckham versus Greece to qualify England.
What else do I have written down? Vardy breaking the record. You know, most consecutive games with the goal. Bale versus Barca when he runs around Barca.
Bale Champions League final bicycle kick.
Yeah, I mean, we're just exposing this fraudulent.
There's
list.
so many. It's
Yeah.
insane.
And okay, let's see what they had ahead of Messi. You know, like we'll give them benefit of the doubt. So 7th, they had Tiger Woods finally wins the Masters again. From an American perspective, whatever. You know, long story for Tiger. Then sixth, they had LeBron for three, no good. Back out to Baj to Allen for three, bang. They had that sixth. The kick six, a college football kick return. I think you've seen the clip. Michael Phelps, greatest relay ever. I guess Olympics are cool. Red Sox come back from 3-0 in the ALCS against the Yankees. The block, LeBron's block, and then the helmet catch. I feel like what they did was they just they did better in the last 10. You can
Well,
make,
America centric.
but if you're gonna include the like all this footy stuff, like then at least
You
be
mean
accurate.
let's not have it.
Yeah, like that's fine. Just limit to American sports. Like don't try to get into an area that you have nothing that you know nothing about.
And then they put Ronda Rousey in Holly Holm against Ronda Rousey, but no Conor McGregor, no John Jones, no DC, no GSP, no MMA whatsoever.
They had, this is my last really thing. They had Crosby scoring gold medal goal in 2010 Olympics at 30th. That was just a little bit disrespectful. Um, you know, yeah. So let's just leave it there.
Soon
You know,
there's going to be another moment on this list, hockey-wise.
McDavid.
Ovechkin,
Yes.
the goal that breaks the record.
No, but they're gonna put that like 60th.
probably.
They'll put that 60th.
Uh,
That's all I really had for this list. I think it was great exercise to kind of expose the media.
I promise you we can name like 50 more.
Yeah, we probably could. I mean, like, that's the whole point of all right. That's enough.
Yeah.
Trying to just take sports to a different realm. All right. Yeah, so we wanted to do this kind of lineup slash challenge regarding Atletico Madrid. Before we get into that, who I lost a lot of respect for, kind of watching, from watching Griezmann these past two games. Like, I lost a lot of respect for João Felix. You look at Griezmann, the way he works so hard both ways. Like, obviously we're not tacticians, we're not like analysts of the game, but like I just feel like, just from like a fan watching, like, I feel like if he's able to make it work and still be productive, there's no excuse why João Felix like couldn't do it. Like, I think at that point it's just a mentality issue. Like, you can make as many excuses as you want for him, but at the end of the day, like, listen, he chose to come to Atletico. It didn't work out, but still, like,
Yeah.
I feel like you make it work for Simeone. I don't know if would you agree with that? Like, I don't know.
I
You
agree.
have João Felix ties.
He's a manager that you want to really fight as hard as you can for and run and do what you need to do. If Nkunku was on that team, Simeone would ship him out to China in 2 seconds, or Saudi.
Give it. Yes, continue. Yeah.
So I mean, that to be a part of Atletico, you have to be a workhorse, and you have to be willing to put in all of your effort. And I mean, the way they played today was really great. I was really impressed by them. They're a very good team. Simeone is an amazing manager. What he's done with them since he's taken over. I mean, no one really even heard of Atletico Madrid from what I understand before he took over, and they've been consistently making Champions League, consistently performing well in Champions League, consistently performing well in La Liga. They're a very good team. So yeah, I mean, I think a player like João Felix, who is inconsistent in how hard he works, has no spot in a team like that.
Yeah. So, like you said, they have to be workhorses, and they can't come from Africa. That's Simeone's
another thing.
that's Simeone's formula.
Yep.
So, you know, so the lineup challenge that we made today is prem players that could play for Atletico Madrid today. Kind of using the same formula we just mentioned. Like, it can't come from Africa. That's just Simeone's rules, and they're willing to die out there. All right, so you can go first with the goalkeeper.
You want to do 3, 2, 1 or no?
Just say yours, and I'll say mine.
Okay. So, I mean, I think this is a pretty obvious one.
Yeah.
Emi Martinez.
Yep. Easy money.
Okay, you
Um,
first with the
so,
first back.
so you want to center back first?
Yeah, let's just go one by one.
All right. So I went with pretty. I think it's pretty like Christian Romero.
On
Yeah.
my
Yeah. All right. And who's your other center back?
okay. So my other center back, this could be controversial for you. I don't rate him that well either, but I think he would be very good in Atletico Madrid, with the right training, with his background. Ruben Diaz.
Hmm. I didn't think of him for some reason. Why do you think, like, in terms of why? What do you think he's not?
Benfica background and the way he's used to be playing, I think he hasn't been starring that well for Man City because like it doesn't fit his role. Like I feel like he is a very like Atletico Madrid player if he was put in that situation.
Got you. Well, I think another formula that I use is that I think all his center backs played for the same country. He always had Godin and Jimenez, both for Uruguay. So I went with another Argentinian center back. I thought this is who you're gonna mention. I put Lissandro. I wanted to replicate the World Cup winning center back partnership. Romero Lissandro. I feel like
I think Simeone would let him play there, but I see the vision.
yeah. I mean, maybe they give him a little drugs to grow,
Yeah, maybe if it was like at least like 3-4 inches taller, then maybe.
like 6'7". Just
No,
all.
right. A little, just a little. He's tiny.
Okay. Left back. I had two options. Was this one of your positions where you had two options?
You're gonna laugh when I say this, but I think this
I
works.
think we might. Okay, I think we might have the same player.
Correa.
Yes, yes, yeah. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Nothing. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. You want to hear my other option for left back? Mikalenko. Just because like the Everton relegation
Fraud.
dogfights,
He's a fraud.
I didn't know. I don't know. You can't. The thing is, you can't go too attacking with this.
Yeah.
But you know who I would take? Who if he didn't have I don't even know if he has African ties.
Who?
Udogi, I think.
Who?
Destiny Udogi. And Jet Spence. But that's
Okay. Crazy bias here.
no, bro. I think they're Simeon. I mean, okay. And then right back, I also had two options, but you could go first. Go ahead.
You're gonna like my option.
Okay.
Pedro Porro.
I had him and Trippier, but Trippier
Yeah,
already
played
played.
for them.
Yeah, so I was like maybe, but he's already old. Okay, so we're,
Yeah,
we're
exactly. He's
so
barely even playing.
we have four of the first five the same. Okay.
Okay,
You want
first
to
center.
you want to do our three mids or one mid at a time?
We could do all three. You go
No,
first.
okay. So I had two Newcastle boys, Gimmerish and Joe Linton, and then I had McAllister. That's all you had the same three. All right.
Similar though. I had Bruno,
Okay.
Enzo, and McAllister.
Okay. I mean, Enzo is better than Joe Linton. I just feel like
Enzo with that Argentine connection.
what was that supposed to mean?
Enzo and McAllister?
Oh, I think so. Without.
No. With
Okay. Word. Yeah. I mean, like similar. It's just kind of preference. And then
left wing,
go ahead. You go first.
Luis Diaz. No, that's not stinky. That's a great shout. For Atletico Madrid,
He's too
they
techy.
love players like that.
Like who? Did Douglas Costa play for them?
Yeah. I think he would be very good for them. I think Luis Diaz is a very good player.
I chose a different Liverpool player for my left wing. Diego Jota.
Good shout.
All right, other winger. Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
I was between two, but I think both of them are kind of stinky. I couldn't think of one. Anthony Gordon and Garnacho.
I like Anthony Gordon. I like Anthony Gordon a lot. I didn't think of him. I thought of Grealish. I don't know. I like Anthony Gordon more, honestly. You know, I think I want Anthony Gordon to go to Chelsea so bad. I feel like he's worth to play for the blue. And then striker, I had Big Dom Solanke.
Really?
Yeah.
I had it. You're gonna laugh. Mine is like William Delap.
Too many English players, man.
I think he would fit in really well. He's like a Gallagher. He's like if Gallagher was a striker.
Is he coming to Chelsea?
I don't know. He used to play for Chelsea, didn't he? Oh no, he's a Man City product.
Ball knowledge fraud alert. All right. So we had how many of the same players? We
A
had
lot.
we had one, two, three.
We had 4 different.
Yes.
No, 5 different.
We had
So 6 the same, 5 different.
calm. Good exercise. Um. Yeah. Thank you for joining, Alan.
Of course, Alan.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the world?
I love you guys. I'll see you soon, and
Yeah.
have a good night.